DMP, welcome. I appreciate your time today, and I don't want to waste it, so let's just dive right in. How has it been running Me and the Boys Wrestling?
Well, to be frank, it's been very challenging. Nobody likes change, and I am bringing upheaval to the organization.
Speaking of upheaval, many people are referring to you as a tyrant because of the recent firings of beloved superstars like Dablock, DUI, Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, and others. How do you respond to your most outspoken critics?
Well, in order to build a better future, I must destroy the last vestiges of the past. I'm kind of like the strict parent. Booker Man let the lunatics run the asylum, while I'm bringing law and order to it. Some of the talent may resent me at the moment, but what I do for them, for their future, and the future of Me and the Boys Wrestling.
You and the French lover have had a very public falling out. You acquired QLW champion and new President Donald Trump as your new right-hand man. You then demoted the French lover to janitor and even referred to him as lower card Frenchie. How do you justify these cruel actions considering his loyalty and service to you?
Cruel actions? It was an act of kindness. Being great is never easy. There are many setbacks to achieving this. Frenchie has it in him to be great. I did what I had to do to remind him who he is. And who he is main event Frenchie, which he will prove to himself, me and the world, at the 2K launch on November 18th when he defeats Hunter S. Mustache and shaves off that ridiculous, mustache. I believe in main event Frenchie. He just needs to believe in himself.
How is your relationship with Bookerman? First there was the poisoning, and then you took the company from him in a brutal ring war. I imagine it must be challenging working this closely with someone with whom you have such a bitter and animosity-filled history.
First off, I haven't been working with Booker Man. He has been working for me. He is my announcer, my valet, my part-time housekeeper. Every week he pays penance in the ring for his past sins. In return, I allow him to stay gainfully employed. I give him and his wife reduced rent in what is now my house instead of evicting him. All in all, I have shown him kindness and benevolence after his conspiracy with Dr. Volcano to try and have me murdered. I am a very forgiving person. I am grateful to Booker Man. He brought me aboard and gave me an opportunity. He built Me and the Boys Wrestling from nothing into a worldwide wrestling and entertainment powerhouse. I have ultimate respect for his accomplishments. However, due to his actions of poisoning talents, which I have chosen to look past, and of late letting his biases show publicly, questioning my decisions and speaking poorly about me to the Me and the Boys roster, things I can't ignore, I am forced to make a very unfortunate announcement to the world. This brings me no joy, but as Booker Man's heart clearly is not in this, and because of his inability to grow as a person and work with me, I have no choice but to announce, Booker Man, you're fired! Don't bother coming into the office to collect your things. I had them mailed out to you this morning. Good luck in your future endeavors. Now you'll have to excuse me, but this interview is over.
Okay then, obviously tensions are running high. I'll send it back to you in the studio. It has been...
It has been brought to my attention that on October 13th, 2024, a document was signed transferring the ownership of me and the boys wrestling. Due to an exclusivity contract between Haunt Manor and Dr. Volcano every October, this deal must be rendered null and void. As a wrestling fan myself, it pains me to break the fourth wall and hurt kayfabe, but for the sake of doing what's best for business, I feel I must. The character of Dr. Volcano is owned and is a registered trademark of Haunt Manor, used by James Owen Brown. The name signed on the contract is not Dr. Volcano, it is, in fact, James Owen Brown. The exclusivity rights owned by Haunt Manor every October are to be upheld by James Owen Brown. Dr. Volcano is James Owen Brown, and since Haunt Manor owns Dr. Volcano, every October Haunt Manor owns James Owen Brown and any and all affiliated trademarks. This includes me and the boys wrestling. In conclusion, on October 13th, 2024, due to the exclusivity contract, James Owen Brown didn't own me and the boys wrestling and therefore couldn't give it away. As a businesswoman myself, I have noticed the show's views go up. Engagement via comments is up. Podcasts are taking notice, and in general, interest is up. This being said, what's best for business might not be to just hand the company back over to Bookerman. What's really best for business is another 5-star main event on the next free per-view. It'll be DMP versus Bookerman for the control of me and the boys wrestling. Oh, and one last thing. The winner of the Lady Strange versus Mishi casket match will face me with the title on the line.